This final segment will be mostly a summary of the ideas that we've discussed in the last few sessions. As you briefly review this list of peer learning ideas, consider how you can effectively apply each of them to student team learning in your own setting. Whenever your students interact with patients, train them to be observant by initiating peer discussions before and after the encounters. Let them know that you expect them to initiate these discussions on their own so that they're more accountable for their own learning. Adults learn best through experiences that they see as relevant to their own situation. Have them problem solve specific patient cases together using a framework like SNAPS, and then have them present their recommendations and rationale to you for approval. When you identify a skill that needs practice, have students practice teaching that skill to each other. Then have them use a rubric or a checklist, like the peer observation and scripting checklist, to provide feedback and assessment on one another's performance. Let students choose a patient case that interests them, and then prepare and present that case to each other and to you using a framework like SNAPS. In your feedback, model critical reflection and feedback skills for your students to practice on each other during their team interactions. When you see a skill or interaction that needs refining, consider using role-playing to teach or improve that skill. This applies to patient care and team interactions. For example, you might use role-playing to help students learn how to give and receive feedback respectfully. We've discussed the value of self-reflection extensively. Be sure to apply those same principles that you've learned to team reflection sessions. Have your students reflect on the quality of their interactions with each other and with you, and help them make plans to improve those interactions. And finally, use whatever method of peer interaction makes the most sense in a given situation. It may be peer tutoring, monitoring, observing, assessing, or collaborating, but choose the approach that will help your students reach their team learning goals the best. These peer learning suggestions came from a variety of quality research studies on peer learning. Here are all the references. Congratulations! This marks the end of the new content that you'll learn in this course. Now just be sure to take the short quiz on the material that we just discussed.